Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Great Newsome Brewery. Bought this bottle in a beer hall from Message in a bottle in Cleethorpes, cracking little craft beer bar come sort of a real ale craft beer shop. I can't believe how much prices of craft beer is these days. But in any case, pumps either side of the bar. Tell you what, if you're in Cleethorpes, must visit location. It was rammed as well, really rammed. Anyway, got this from there, Great Newsome Brewery. Did want to go up to the brewery, never transpired. I just didn't fancy going over the Humber Bridge either, to be honest. So anyway, Cold Snap Hoppy Lager. Straw coloured lager with a depth of hop character, brewed using the finest homegrown malt and flavoured with a blend of German lager hops to produce a beer with a frosty morning crispness and a Pilsner hop style finish. Great Newsome Brewery, Great Newsome Farm, South Frodingham, Winstead, Hull, East Yorkshire. Like I say, we was in Grimsby and Cleethorpes, so not overly far away, but I just didn't fancy the drive. I hate driving at the best of times. Try living in Nottingham. Potholes everywhere. It's just an absolute disgrace. Potholes, bloody speed cameras, and crap drivers. Yep, I've said it. Here we go. Yeah, so lovely straw colour pour on this. All the way to the bottom, no bottle conditioning. It looks more golden than straw, to be fair. Lovely aroma coming, and that's from here, quite a way away. I've got to be careful because I've only got 13 minutes of footage left on the phone, memory left on the phone, so can't be too long tonight. So yeah, nice bit of sporadic carbonation. It's probably not that sort of glass. Yeah, ignore that brewery. Wish I'd never been there, but there you go. Yeah, a little bit of a whitehead on there. And let's dive in. Nice fruitiness. Ooh. That's a nice lager. Ultra smooth. Really smooth. Proper German style lager. Yeah, nice bit of fruitiness, you know. I mean, it's subtle. It's not fruity as in a fruit lager, but a nice bit of fruitiness in the lager. Like I say, I've always been a fan of Great Newsome. I've still got for review, is that Toro or Coro? Coru, Pricklyback, something or other, and Sleck Dust. So, yeah, I've still got 3 more beers to review from the brewery. At some stage, you know, I do try and vary what I'm reviewing for obvious reasons, but I seem to have acquired quite a few lagers, so I need to crack some in because we're in lager weather now with a burst of lovely sunshine. It's certainly that time of the year, although I've just looked at the plants at work today. Some of my pots that are outdoors in trays, they're dry. So I'm going to have to get the hose pipe on tomorrow and give them a blast with the hose pipe. Yeah, got a bit of work to do tomorrow at work. I've got to sow loads of seeds. I've got loads of butternut seeds to sow. But I've got to clear some areas. I've got to sow some seeds, put coffee granules over the top to stop the mice from smelling the seed. So it's amazing how animals, their sense of smell is just beyond. I planted some butternut or pumpkin seeds in the ground. Bloody things had been at them. So next time I did it, I used, like I say, coffee granules. And I've across the top of the bank, I've used coffee granules, and it hides the aroma, but also when they come through, slugs and snails also don't like coffee granules. So all good. That's what I want. So yeah, tomorrow I've got to do some hedge trimming, but then my prime focus is to get that done. 3 areas to edge trim, and then get that done. That's if I don't get annoyed by the fact that, so at work, I'm a gardener, look after 12, across 2 sites, I look after 12 acres of gardens and woodland. So it takes a lot of doing for one person, you know, it is a monumental task. I am, however, been a gardener since the age of 10, been a professional gardener since the age of 16. So, you know, 36 years of experience. So I know how to win. I know to win as much as I can. You know, you can never truly win because stuff grows, and at some time, you know, it becomes hard to keep on top of it. But nevertheless, I shall do. Today at work, they've got a new handyman. So we've got 2 handymen now, one on a 5-day, one on a 3-day. And I'm not joking. One, if you get 4 hours work a day out of him, you've done well. And some of his work is shoddy, to say the least. I mean, gaffer tape to fix plaster. I'm not joking. Adventures in gardening. I've started putting shite, working or not, shite work or not, just to let people see some of the hilarious stuff. And then spent 3 days building this flipping door, but he used like a plywood, MDF plywood, obviously it's an external door. So what happens when the rain hits it? In less than a year it's gone. Now he's building another door, another 3 days. It makes much more sense to just go and buy a bloody external door and then chisel out the bits for the, obviously for the, can't think of the word now. The bits that hold it to the frame, yeah, and then the you know, the any locking mechanisms, you know, that number thing. But no, 3 days to build it, and then he's still got to fit. You've got to fit these things on, and it's like, Jesus, it's all about. But the things that need doing at the workplace, like painting. I mean, they spent £5,000 on this scaffolding, mobile scaffolding that you can move around. It's been used once. Took 2.5 days to do one window. I kid you not, one window. 2.5 days. And then today, come this morning, I don't know what they were doing till a certain time. At 9 o'clock, got in the van. They must have drove over to our other site. So, you know, you're talking an hour and a quarter, something like that. They've come back, and the boss, the site manager, Jo, she's got them doing these 2 benches out the front, painting them, varnishing them. Bloody benches ain't come out the same colour. So you look and think, even from 200 yards away, I was cutting a hedge. I looked across and I thought, bloody hell, they're a different colour. And that was their job for the day. One doing one bench, one doing another. They weren't sanding down, they were just painting. I kid you not. Flipping bench. Big benches, mind. You know, 2.5 metre long. Big chunky wooden benches. Got, you know. But, yeah. And then tootled off in the van again, both of them again. Why? 2 people need to go in the van to, I assume they went to the shop, the stockist, to get some more paint or something. But the need for 2 people to go, it just boggles my mind. Come back, jobs are good, and that's timed it just right, so it's the end of the day. And I'm working, and I've mowed 2 big lawns, and then I've got on this hedge. The edge in places is nearly 13 foot across, so I'm using a long handled edge trimmer and leaning over as far as I can into the edge on the first side. Not so bad on the second side, but because I'd already broke the back of it. But and the privet at the moment is growing so much at the moment that it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm gonna Ben crack on with the review. But yeah. So sometimes what you see, it just kills you. So it's that time to breathe. It's a lovely, smooth, light malt. Certainly, you get that German style taste to it. So yeah, I've seen that today, the owner, I think he's blind to it. I think he's absolutely blind, or he hasn't got the balls to say, go and do some bloody work. If I wasn't doing my job, I'd expect someone to turn around to me and say, pull your finger out. I want this to him. Don't need to do that with me, I know what I'm doing. I understand the processes that we've got weddings coming. So the lawns have got to look immaculate, the hedges have got to look immaculate, the paths have got to look immaculate, and then hopefully the flower beds and, have got to be weeded and all that. It's as simple as that. You know what your priorities are. No. Starts jobs that don't need to be doing when the priority is to get the place looking great. The paintwork on the outside is shoddy. And yeah. So anyway, really enjoyed this. 5.2%, going down an absolute treat from Great Newsome. Hoping to get more of their beers at some stage. Might do a delivery at some stage. But yeah, three more to review after this. Would I drink it again? Hell yes. Cracking lager. And that's it for my review and a bit of a whinge. Cheers.